Hi Pisces, how y'all doing? I'm laquannadivine, here to bring you your August spiritual guidance. Before we get started, let us take a nice, beautiful, replenishing, deep breath in so we can connect to our higher selves, which is the part of us that's connected to the Most High. So let's go on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Breathe. So Pisces, when I was meditating earlier, and I don't know, some of y'all Pisces must really love Mary J, because this is the second time that I've been getting ready to do your reading and then heard Mary J. But this Mary J is the Mary J when she says, how can you deny your own flesh and blood? God face reality. There can never be any more us. Like, I literally feel somebody going through a situation as to where a female literally shows up either to your house or where you and your man at with a baby out of nowhere. And he's trying to deny it. Just like the Mary J song. Just like she says. And you, Pisces, already sensed they was lying about something. For some of you, this was somebody you just met. Like, dang, bro, why you had to lie? Like, you know? And it's like, because Mary J is saying, like, basically he knew about it. But just denied it. That's why she says, how can you deny your own flesh and blood? Like, you got to face reality, And I definitely feel that situation for someone, one of you Pisces. Because I wouldn't have never heard the song when I asked Spirit, what was up with y'all? For others of you, but I feel like, okay, Pisces, be careful of like spreading information that you hear from other people. Like, if this information that you're spreading around didn't come from the horse's mouth, then you're spreading gossip. You're spreading he say, she say. Like, stay away from that this month. Like, don't allow people to get you caught up in that. Alright? Like, don't never speak on stuff you don't really know about. Alright? Because other than that, you just spreading foolishness like the other people who told you about it. So, that's what I hear. But let's get into your crystal and affirmation. I do want to let you guys know that on January 31st / August 1st, depending on where you live at, there is the Leo new moon. So for those of you who follow the cycles of the moon, be sure to set your intentions. And then on August 15th, we have the Aquarius full moon. And then following the full moon on the 15th, on the 30th, we have the Virgo new moon. So I definitely wanted to let you guys know about those. But the first crystal that came out, see? Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all someone is dealing with a situation where they didn't know. They find out that their man got a baby they didn't know anything about. Okay? For others of you, like, I really feel like for some of you, you just met this person, so it ain't really, like, you kind of just trying to figure out, like, okay, like, you could have told me that. Like, you ain't have to lie about that. I kind of feel like that's what it is. It's just like, you feel like, bruh, like, you could have said something about that. You didn't have to lie about that. But aquamarine. Are your emotions in turmoil? Are you feeling uneasy? Spend time at the water's edge to regain emotional balance. Clear away any negative energy you may have accumulated from unsettling conversations. Or negative internal dialogue. So for some of you whoever this aquamarine message resonates with, for some of you, this is conversations. I'm telling you, some of you guys find out something in reference to a baby daddy and a child. And then you may be the friend that find out that, you know, you could be the person, or you may be the friend that found out. And that's why I hear about gossip. Like, don't get caught up in the gossip, Pisces. Because I do feel like a gossipy energy. It may be some gossip about you that hurt your feelings, or you may, like, hear something about a friend. Like I said, you may be the friend that find out that your friend, old man, got a baby somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like a gossipy energy, he say, she say energy around Pisces, so don't feed into that. But for some reason, I do feel like this emotional turmoil is for someone out there that fits that title of that Mary J song. Like, I really do. I feel that for somebody. Oh, and I know that's not like a... I know that's hurtful. It's not so hurtful for the ones who just met the person, because, like, you're not that invested in the relationship. But for those of you who have been invested in a relationship and you kind of been feeling like, you know, you just have that feeling like, I feel like he ain't telling me everything. I feel like something ain't right. And then you find out. So this is what this aquamarine is talking about. That's that emotional turmoil. So spend some time by water. You are a water sign, so water, you can connect to water naturally. Like, water is the element that you should be able to connect with. You go by some water, clear your mind. For those of you dealing with any type of emotional turmoil, even if it doesn't have anything to do with finding out that your old man got a baby on the side, that is literally a message that I felt for one of you Pisces out there. All right. But the affirmation on the back is, I am able to identify my feelings and resolve unsettling emotions. Negativity flows away effortlessly and lovingly. My emotional body is awash with positive energy. I enjoy a sense of balance. Safe travel over or on water is a certainty. The Gemini's got this. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Or another air sign, Libra or Aquarius. Then we have appetite. Are you feeling agitated? Is there something you find hard to swallow? Are you, see? I'm telling you, it is something that you find out. And like I said, I definitely know it's not all of you. All of you guys definitely aren't dealing with that baby daddy situation. But it's definitely something. Right, and it has something to do with gossip. You might have found out somebody was gossiping about you, or something that was said. It's just something that really is kind of petty a little bit, but somehow it just gets blown up in some kind of way, and you just feel some type of way about it. Like, it's agitating you. You agitated that you even got put in it, or your name is around. It's just, yeah, it's definitely agitation. It's your feelings hurt. It's all of that. But, and then the appetite, it's funny that it's called appetite and it mentions your stomach. So for some of you, you may have some issues with your digestive system. So definitely pay attention to what you're eating, all right? And also pay attention to what you're thinking about while you're eating. Pay attention to what you are thinking or talking about while you eat. That's important. And for those, don't be around here eating and gossiping about people, because I promise you, I feel like this gossipy energy. Now, this could be you, Pisces, being all gossipy, or it could be someone gossiping about you. But it's definitely a he say, she say energy that I feel around you, Pisces. So just be careful with that, all right? But back to your digestive system and you paying attention to what you're thinking about and talking about while you eat. Wholesome food, thoughts, and conversation can make things easier to process and accept, all right? The affirmation is, my appetite is balanced and healthy, so it's definitely a suggestion here for you to pay attention to what you're eating. Not only should you pay attention to what you're eating, but pay attention to what you're thinking about and the conversation you're having while you're eating. My appetite is balanced and healthy, and my digestive system is functioning normally. I am at ease with my physical body. I'm comfortable in my surroundings. The people and situations in my life nourish me. And see, I feel like that's going to be important for you, dear Pisces, is to be around the people who you know love and support you, and you do feel that nourishment coming from them. That's going to be very important. Definitely for some of you, because I definitely feel like something emotional or may just have you in your feelings. Something that has you in your feelings. All right. And then we have blue lace agate. Blue lace agate. Do you feel like you keep missing opportunities? Do you wish to recognize opportunities when they knock? Have faith that divine timing is at play in your life. Believe that you are always in the right place at the right time and with the right people. The affirmation is, favorable opportunities present themselves to me in many ways. I recognize these opportunities and follow through on their promise. I always seem to be in the right place at the right time. I enjoy the benefits of divine timing. So just know, dear Pisces, that divine timing is always at work in all of our lives. Okay? Sometimes we let our human worry us to death about when this is going to happen and I hope I'm able to do this by this time. But just know that divine timing is at work in your life. So whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, just know you ain't going to miss it. It's going to happen for you right in divine timing, all right? See what other messages come for you, dear Pisces. What other messages do the Pisces need to know for August 2019? Pisces, August 2019. Oh, I love that. This one wanted to come out too. Study. What else do the Pisces need to know? Pisces, August. See? There you go. There's that stand your ground telling you something that you're not feeling. So the first card to come out, dear Pisces, was a child's love. And see, I told y'all, it's something dealing with a child about something. Okay? For some of you, it's the situation I'm telling you, that Mary J. Blige song. How could you deny your own flesh and blood? Gotta face reality. Yeah. I definitely feel that, all right? So there's definitely something in here involving some children, okay? This is my spirit deck, so I do have to address the mothers and the fathers that have lost a child. If you have lost a child, you most certainly need to pay attention. So this is my third video where I'm showing off all of my feathers because I do want y'all to know our loved ones do communicate to us, and they will use feathers to show us things. This is one of the first feathers I've ever found. And I was so happy because I just knew that a loved one in spirit that I was reaching out to was showing me they were with me. So when you find feathers, right, just know that is a loved one. Anyone that you may be thinking about, but in particular, It's talking about a child's love. So for those of you who have lost a child, just know that that child is with you, and you may very well start to find feathers. All right? So pay attention out there. You may hear, for those of you who lost a child, like a stillbirth or a miscarriage. Just know that that child's love is reaching out to you in this moment, right? But I definitely do feel like there's something about it. For some of you, you may be feeling some emotional turmoil about a relationship with one of your children that you know needs to be healed. And that's for some of you. And I don't know, I don't remember me saying this, but these messages can be applied to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, cusp, wherever you have these placements at, wherever you have a Pisces placement at in your chart. But most definitely only go with the messages that resonate with you. I'm just the messenger, so I'm just spewing out the things that I see and feel and hear in the spirit. But it says, the love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. And you notice how on this card, there's feathers, there's dimes, there's music. So if you did lose a child, and you see feathers, you find pennies or dimes anywhere, like in places that your child played. Like say you just lost your child as a toddler or at adolescent stage, and there was a particular area that this child played at, and you just so happen to find a feather in this area or a penny, and you never find pennies there. Or you just so happen to keep noticing this butterfly that just happens to be outside your door every morning or anywhere around you. Even dragonflies as well. And even if you see a rainbow, because signs of a rainbow is a positive sign, and a sign that it's a sign of your loved ones too, especially if they loved rainbows. Like if your child loved rainbows and you see a rainbow, that's definitely them reaching out to you and showing you love. Some of you, with the child's love here and the study card here, some of you could be thinking about going to school for child development. I definitely want to tell you, this is the second card with butterflies on it. So definitely, you guys may definitely very well see a lot of butterflies. All right? If you see a butterfly and you have lost a child, definitely know that is a sign, okay? Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. When I see this, also I think about children, how they can come into our lives and teach us things. So you may even be learning some things from your children. They may come and be like, Mom, Dad, like, this is what I learned. And now they're showing you something. I definitely feel like there's definitely going to be a situation, dear Pisces, where you have to stand your ground. Could be against the mother of your child, the father of your child. 7-Eleven. Who likes to go to the 7-Eleven? Because I just seen the 7-Eleven gas station. I hope y'all don't act a fool at the 7-Eleven. Something about the 7-Eleven. Maybe your child like to go to the 7-Eleven. Maybe one of you guys' children love to go to the 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee. And the last but not least out of my spirit deck is Stand Your Ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confident building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment. You need to stand your ground. Listen, Pisces. Stand your ground, okay? You know you can do it. And you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Stand your ground, okay? Let's see what other messages come forth for the dear Pisces. Pisces, August 2019. Oh, okay. Them wanted to come out. Let's see here. Okay. We got the Servant card here. The Servant card in this deck represents a single woman. It can also represent you being a server. Okay, you may be catering to children. The child's card is here. You may be catering to children. You may be cooking a lot of meals for your children. You could be a child care worker and you work in the kitchen and you help serve the food to the children. The Servant also represents a single female. So some of you may be choosing to be single after you hear this news about this dude hiding this baby from you. You may choose to be single. Others of you could have doctor's appointments this month, or you may be needing to go to the doctor. It may be like you all of a sudden start to feel ill, or maybe you may have like an accident to where you have to end up going to the doctor, or you could be waiting on results from a previous doctor's appointment. I keep going back to the child. Like, I'm so drawn to this child card. So you may even be taking your children to the doctor to get a checkup, or maybe some immunization shots at the doctor. We also have widower here. But with the widower card, this card can represent a literal widower. Some of you may feel like a widower after having to walk away from a relationship. So it's not literally that you are a widower, but you may feel like one. But this card also represents an uncle. An uncle. This can represent an uncle. So you may have to stand your ground against the uncle. Or you may be going to your uncle for advice about your child. Or you may be going to an uncle about something you need to study. Getting some information from your uncle about something you need to study. Your uncle could be a doctor. You could be referring your uncle, because he is a doctor, to a female friend of yours. Or this female friend could be referring you to a doctor. There's definitely emphasis around a doctor. I hear the name Sebastian. Sebastian. That could be one of your children's name. That could be the name that you wanted to name one of your children that you may have miscarried or had a stillbirth with. Or your uncle name could be Sebastian, or a name that starts with an S. Let's see what other messages we get for the dear Pisces for August. Pisces, August. Pisces, August. Oh, see, y'all look. Some of y'all. Oh, ooh, uh-oh. Okay, Pisces, like I literally had to start doing my breathing exercises because I definitely see the death card here. And at first, I did not feel like this was a literal death. But some of you, Pisces, Cancer, not Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries could be bringing you some news about a death. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. It doesn't have to be one of those signs, but the Page of Wands is here. And this Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is facing the death. You see how the Page of Wands is facing the death card? And we have the widower card here. You could be getting some news about an uncle that has passed away. You could be getting some news about a female in your family that has passed away. A grandmother that may have passed away. This person is single, meaning they're not in a relationship. You could be getting, because I keep hearing gossip, rumors. It may be some rumors surrounding this person's death. It's as if, you know how when someone passes away, and then you're wondering, like, oh, you find out someone passes away, and then you're like, oh my gosh, how did they pass? Then you start hearing all these rumors from people who trying to tell you what happened about how this person passed away. Some of you literally, this is the part that sucks about what I do. Because you may be getting some news. Your husband may go to the doctor. Boyfriend may go to the doctor and find out they don't have long to live. The death card is here. There's definitely a death somewhere. You may have lost someone last month from some news that you got from the doctor, but there's a death. There's a death here. For some of you, this is a death in who you were, and you're being reborn to a new person. There's conflict here. There's conflict. I feel like there's someone arguing over the will, like something in the will. Someone didn't get their part. We have the lovers. There's definitely something behind a lover and a child. I'm telling you that now. Because we got the lovers card here. Okay. Now, for some of you, this is not about a lover and a child. The lovers card can represent a Gemini. So some of you definitely could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Another Pisces. You could be dealing with a fire sign. An Aries, Leo, a Sagittarius. But there's definitely a fire sign that's bringing you some news about death. For some of you, this is literally a death. This could be a death that already took place. And there's some arguing and bickering with the Five of Wands here. This is conflict. There's arguing and bickering about something in a will. There may be somebody arguing and fighting with a doctor about something with their child. I feel like there's a single female that may take their child to the doctor. And they feel like they need a second opinion. You don't have to receive that news, that diagnosis. Take your baby to another doctor. Take them to another children's hospital. With the Lovers card here, I feel like for some of you, like I said, this is definitely that situation, that marriage at blind situation. And this was your high, like you felt like with the Lovers card, this is the highest of soulmates. So you really felt like this person was the one, like, and you're having a hard time finding out about this child. But it's up to you if you want to, deal with that. It's up to you. Others of you, this is you connecting to your higher self. Pisces, this is really you being like very, and I really feel like for a lot of you, some of you, Some of you are having premonitions. Some of you are going to have premonitions this month. Premonitions. Being so connected to your higher self. With the death card, this is the death of the old you. You are emerging with your higher self with the Lovers card here. So for some of you, this is definitely the death of the old you. For others of you, this is a literal death, a loss of a loved one. Could be a child, which is why the child's card is here. Others, you definitely need to go to the doctor. Let's get into the love portion. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces when it comes to love for August? Engagement. Getting to know each other. True love. See? I knew it. I knew it. I told y'all in the beginning. Here's the free yourself card. I told you. Some of you guys are walking away from a relationship. And this was a very highly spiritual relationship. With the Lovers card, the Lovers card represents a very high spiritual relationship. So you are upset because you would have never thought that this would happen. Like you would have never thought. Like you would have never guessed this. So you're freeing yourself from this. Because you don't want to deal with it. You don't have to. With the engagement card here, I feel like this is you. This is all about self-love here. I do not feel like this is an engagement, although it could be. Some of you could be getting proposed to, but for the most part, with all of this energy that I'm picking up on for August, this is you being more engaged with yourself, loving on yourself after this big blow up, because there's a blow up about something. With this Five of Wands energy, and this could happen towards the end of the month, but there's a blow up. And this blow up is about some news that you received. This news was either about a physical death, or this is the old you dying. Death and rebirth. Rebirth to your higher self. Which is why you're being more loving on yourself and loving on yourself with the engagement card here. Some of you are definitely getting to know each other. And when I seen this card, I was automatically drawn back to the doctor card. So some of you could be getting to know a doctor. You may be dating a doctor. And he could be telling you, this could be a doctor that works with children. And he could be telling you some stories about some children that passed away, that he or she may have been close to. Yep. Whoever this is that you're getting to know, you definitely feel like this is true love. You feel like this is the romance of a lifetime. Or you feel like this could be. You feel like it has great potential to be that. For some of you, when it comes to love, like you don't even have any time for it because you're so focused on your career and your finances. So, this is Spirit's way of kind of like letting you know, like, hey, like, I know you've been focused on getting your coins, but don't, if you're just busy working, unless you meet somebody on the job, like, you're not going out and having fun. You know, some of you need to free yourself from working so hard and go out and have some fun. But others of you, you could be getting into it with your spouse about money, because it definitely says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So you could be, remember, Five of Wands, the conflict could be about some money. You and your spouse. But you definitely want, some of you are wanting to free yourself from this energy. Fussing about money. You want to free yourself. Others of you, like I said from the beginning, are freeing yourself from this relationship because you found out. You found out about that child. You found out about that baby. Well, that concludes your reading, dear Pisces. Condolences to those of you who find out about a death in the family this month, or the death of a loved one. But I definitely, with the widow card here and the death card here, I can't ignore that. So I do have to let you know that I do see that. But for the most part, there's a need to do a lot of cleansing, because I just feel like people are going to be petty. There's some bickering, arguing, he say, she say stuff. Just stay out of that. And remember, if you haven't been standing your ground, Spirit wants you to stand your ground. All right? Remember that. Like, do your best to deal with the situation in a mature way, but stand your ground. And don't spread information that you don't know. Like, don't spread he say, she say, or gossip. All right? Because there's definitely a lot of messages coming in with the page here. All right? And this could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Giving you this message could be anybody, but there's definitely, with the Page of Wands, the wands represent passion. So this information that come forth could be said in a way that just sets you off, or just very, very, very deep transformation in your life for those of you who aren't dealing with an actual death of a loved one or losing your spouse. There's definitely a deep transformation here with the situations that are taking place. Free yourself from any negative thinking you may be thinking upon yourself. But with that being said, dear Pisces, peace, love, and light to you. Catch you guys next month. Remember, if you would like to schedule a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description box. Be sure to check out my Facebook page. Connect with me there. That way you can go and check out the reviews from people who have scheduled personal readings with me. But that concludes your reading. Peace, love, and light. Catch you guys next month.